Hi, I'm Danny Handke, lead creator designer at Walt Disney Imagineering, and I'm here on the Disney Dream.
So one of the coolest things on this ship is the Millennium Falcon and the Star Wars experience. Can you talk a little bit about how you worked with Lucasfilm to bring this whole thing to life?
Well, we started over a year ago, and we had this available space to us, and we thought, man, wouldn't it be cool, put ourselves in kids' shoes, right? Wouldn't it be cool if you could fly the Millennium Falcon? If you're a kid or an adult to fly the Millennium Falcon, and we partnered with Lucasfilm and crafted the whole space together, all the details that are in there, kind of make it a very authentic experience.
What role has technology played for you guys to be able to bring something like this to life?
Well, there is just so much that goes into it with the special effects, the lighting, the audio, the show control, the animation, everything. It's really complex. It's probably one of the most complex spaces we ever built on a Disney cruise ship. And so we have to bring it all together, and everything has to talk to each other to really create this it feels very from a technology standpoint, very advanced for a kid's space.
Can you talk about the cockpit experience and what people can actually fly through?
Yeah, so when you sit in the cockpit, you can sit in Han Solo's chair or Chewbacca's chair, and when you hear Chewbacca talk to you, then you pull onto one of the gear shifters, and then you can blast to one of the planets. So you can go to Hoth, Tatooine, Kashyyyk, and sometimes you can do the trench run on the Death Star, which is one of my favorites.
And speaking of that last experience, that actually connects back to the Disney theme parks. Can you talk a little about that?
Yeah, so we wanted to use the original 1987 Star Tours footage from the original Death Star. And we were really excited about it. We talked to Lucasfilm to see if we were able to use it. And really, you can only see that here on the Disney Dream because it's no longer in our theme parks. So to see the original Star Tours trench run sequence, you'll have to see it in the Falcon in the Oceaneer Club.
So in addition to the cockpit, can you walk us through the engine room experience?
Sure, so in the engine room, this is where Chewbacca's been working. He actually set down his bandolier and his bowcaster, and we actually have some interactive games in there. Some great games that tilt motion control games, some other games where you could build your own ships. A lot of fun, and it's going to keep evolving, and we're going to add more and more games in the future.
When it comes to those types of game experiences, are you guys developing them yourselves? How do they get created?
Well, they were created by our Disney Interactive group, and so and there's so much Star Wars content out there, and with the new film coming, there's going to be even more. So we're just going to keep building our library of games.
So walk us through then the last experience that's part of the Star Wars.
Oh, that is the common room. That's one of my favorite areas. We have the actual holochess table there, and we actually have some of Luke Skywalker's training gear from Episode 4. So we have the training remote, and once in a while it animates, so it actually floats and shoots the lasers. We have his blast shield, and then we also have his lightsaber there as well. And then one of my favorite is R2-D2. We have R2-D2 in this space. He talks to the kids. He's part of all the programming. So one of my personal favorites.
But also R2 is unique in that you created that space specifically for him. Can you talk about how that came about?
Yeah, well, we knew we wanted to have R2 in this space, and since there was nowhere for R2 to kind of live on the Falcon, we actually worked with Lucasfilm on designing this mobile Astro Droid repair kit. And so he actually can go inside. He goes inside there. He suctions up, and they can clean underneath him. So he's just kind of chilling in there because he's a little dirty. He's been seeing a lot of action out there in the galaxy. So he's in there, and he's happy to see everyone when they come in.
Now, kids can also come to this space and actually learn how to use the Force. Can you talk about that aspect?
Yeah, it's our Jedi training experience, the Force, and it's really cool because while you're there, you learn the Force. You can move some barrels and some crates. And then, Imperial officer and some stormtroopers kind of come in to break up the party, and we have to help the Jedi storyteller defeat them. And so it's really fun. It's amazing to see the kids really take an active role as Jedis in that experience.